All right, this is Deanna Marie, and welcome back here to the Clusie. And today we're going to be talking about how nobody can stop God's plans. Okay, so let's get started. All right,
Today's Bible verse is going to be Matthew chapter 2, verse 3.
So make sure you guys open up the Bibles and get in your word and pray. Let God speak to you what He wants to speak to you about and get all of that good stuff flowing in your life. Okay, that being said, at this point in the Bible, what's happening is that King Herod is in his palace, and three wise men come, and they know that Jesus has been born because they've seen the star in the sky. And so they go to King Herod, who's in charge of Jerusalem at the moment, over underneath the Roman Empire. And they basically ask him, like, where's the king? And he has no idea what they're talking about. Basically, he's thinking, like, I am the king. And they have to say, no, it's in the scriptures, a king's been born. And they realize that he doesn't even have any idea what's going on, right? The wise men leave, and King Herod stays there. And he asks all of his people that are working underneath him, he's like, pull up the scriptures so we can figure out what's going on. They figure out that the king is going to be born in Bethlehem. And so in order to try to stop God's plan, stop God from being here, he decides that he's going to have all of the boys executed in that specific town to try to stop God's plan. I think ages 2 and under, or maybe 3. I can't remember exactly, but I know that it's to a certain degree because he wants his bases covered. That being said, that does not stop Jesus from accomplishing everything that he is accomplishing later on, right? It doesn't stop him from going to the cross. It doesn't stop him from revealing his glory and who he really is. It does not stop the miracles. It doesn't stop any of it. But the enemy was out to try to, it just wanted to stop God's plan. It wanted God not to come here, right? Because if God comes here and he ever gets into your life will never be the same. Your life is going to be so much more blessed. You will find your purpose. You will finally know what real joy is. You'll probably find real love and happiness and abundance, and everything that God has for you will be given to you if you can find God's plan, right? The enemy will do anything to try to stop you from finding that, okay? You have to understand that if you do figure out what God wants you to do, if you do listen to God and obey and walk in his ways, you are a big threat to the kingdom of darkness because you're now working for God, and now God's on your side. And there's nothing, not one thing that can stop God, okay? So the enemy can try to do whatever he wants in your life. He can try to delay. He can try to put it off. He can try to make you think that God's not for you. He can do whatever he wants, but it will never stop the will of God from coming out in the very end, right? Saul was trying to kill David the whole time, trying to kill him the whole time. It may have delayed him from being king sooner. However, God used all of that stuff to train David, to make him wise, to understand this is what happens when you listen to me. And when David does end up stepping out of line with Bathsheba, eventually he knows that he has to go back to God because he's had all of that training in God's plans. So you don't have to worry. If you know that you are serving God and you are walking in your purpose and your plan towards whatever it is he has for you, whether it's marriage, your career, whatever it is, the enemy can't stop it. He can delay it. He can try to make you scared that it's not going to happen. He can do whatever he wants to do, but he can't stop God. He's already tried, and he lost. He got kicked out of heaven. That's why God rules heaven, and the enemy does not. Please understand that and walk into your purpose with complete confidence and understanding of who God is. I don't care none of what Pharaoh did when he tried to kill all of the children and delay Moses from setting them free. It didn't work, and it didn't work with Jesus either. So I don't care what he's trying to do in your life right now. If you just continue to follow God, if you just continue to serve, if you just continue to believe, and you walk in faith and righteousness towards whatever goal he has for you, towards whatever life he's building for you, the enemy won't be able to stop it. And think about this. Why is the enemy trying so hard to stop what God has for you? I would go out on a limb and say that it's something that is going to be so wonderful and amazing that you would never even think to serve the kingdom of darkness, ever. So you think about that. You think about all of that today. I know that I wish everybody a Merry Christmas and everything like that. I hope that everybody's having fun. Think about that and continue to walk towards what God wants you to walk towards, okay? So anyways, like, share, subscribe, and comment as always, and I will see you guys back here next time.